Alright, we're here at Antelope Island. At least we're on the causeway out to the island itself. Not a lot of water on each side, so the lake's kind of dry. But it's rising a little bit. You can see water here. We got here just around 6 o'clock. There's no one at the gate, so I'm not sure what time. Maybe it's open all the time. You just have to pay with the envelope and deposit and put a tag in your window. So theoretically, I could have been out here maybe at 5 o'clock or 5:30 and hiking before it gets warm today, but nonetheless, we'll be hiking by 6:20 maybe. We got a few clouds in the sky today. Don't know if they'll be here in an hour, but we do have overnight clouds. Makes a pretty morning. And now we're out finally to where the Great Salt Lake has risen up to. Here it is on this north side. There's not much on the south side right now, but the north side seems to be a little high right here. And we'll continue driving till the trailhead. Alright, we're out here and we got water on the south side, and we got water on the north side. And the real downside is I forgot to bring my bug spray, so who knows if this is going to work out today or not. If the bugs are too bad, I may have to bail out. We'll see. Alright, the marine is in operation again. We've got water, so we're going this way. We're at Antelope Island State Park. Got some buffaloes out here. And looking back into the Wasatch here. Well, here we are at the Frary Peak Trailhead. We got one other vehicle here this morning, so we're here pretty early. I'm sure there'll be a few people later on. We've got a little bit of a cloud cover this morning. It's just after 6:25, so we'll get hiking here, see if we can get up and back by 11 o'clock. 4.5 hour hike. And there's Frary Peak up that direction right there. And right here is the Great Salt Lake out there, the Wasatch Mountain Range. And right now I'm not getting bugged by any bugs, so we'll see how that goes. Alright, here's Frary Peak Trail. Length is 3.2 miles, so 6.4 only, according to that, so it's not 7 miles. And there's lots of plants in the back country here. And there's a little knob you can go to if you only want to go to the knob. But we're going to go all the way. Here we go. Alright, this first part of the trail, it's kind of steep for first thing in the morning. Just take it easy. Alright, we're getting up to this first little rocky knoll here. And looking back over the city, those clouds are awful pretty right now. Alright, here we are at 0.7 miles. You can go out here to the right and go to Dooley Knob, which is 0.7 miles to the peak. Or you keep going to Frary Peak, which is 2.5 miles. Got a little breeze today. You can see the breeze. That's keeping the bugs at bay, considering I don't have any bug spray. And the clouds are still covering up the sunrise, keeping it even cooler. And we're heading towards that mountain. Alright, we're up here high enough that I can see over to the west side of the lake here. And it goes clear up north to Promontory Point. There's an island right there, so you can't see the point probably. But there's the lake. It's awful big looking on this side. A lot of Indian paintbrush along the trail. A lot of it's kind of faded red, but a lot of it. It's quite a sight when you get up here. You can see the lake and landscape. Alright, I'm stopping at the 1 mile marker here. I decided to take a couple ibuprofens. I forgot my knee brace and getting little swarms of bugs and stuff. We got a little bit of breeze, so that's helping, but I think I'll take a couple ibuprofen just in case. I'm starting to feel my knee a little bit. And you stop and you get little swarms of bugs. I'm not sure that they're mosquitoes. They might be kind of a gnat or something. And it looks like we're going on the west side of this big mountain I was looking up. So we didn't go to the top of that mountain. We're going to go around it and eventually be up on top of it. Sun just came up. Here comes the trail. I'm going to go right into a cave of rocks. Okay, that's our cave hike for the day. In and out. Just at 1,000 feet, 1,012 feet, and I got a good view of both sides of the lake here, out towards Promontory Point, and then the west side over here we got lupins, perennial lupins blooming all over the hillside. That's so pretty, and we got a good breeze blowing from the south, which is keeping the bugs down. Got a good southerly wind here, keeping the bugs down. Here's the lake. We're up here quite a ways, and we're heading up that way. We got to get clear up to that peak somewhere, and a little ways down there. Got the sun coming out. Now we can see the other side of the lake. The sun's up. Left to go. I'm afraid there's another 1,000-foot incline though. We've gone 1,196, so we've climbed I think half of what we need to climb. So we'll be going up the top of that mountain right there, and then a little bit further. Oh, the hike continues, and I'm looking down here and the mountain is all green. You can see the trail, and there's some people coming up after me.
I'm afraid they're gonna pass me by the time I get there. I'm a little slower than them. All right, here we are at 2.5 miles here. And still got some clouds, and we're still climbing. We got a big mountain to climb still up here. We are back on the east side. We got a good cloud cover, a little bit of breeze, and then the west side. And I can see an antenna up here. I've been up to the antenna and didn't quite make it to the peak one time. I think we're gonna make it to the peak this time because there's no snow. We're getting up there, up here by the antenna, and the peak is right over there. It's a little scramble, I understand, to get up to it. So we'll plug along and get to it so we can say we got to Frary Peak before I turn 70. There's the 3-mile marker right here. So another, I don't know, 2/10 of a mile or something. And there's an antenna up here. Not sure how that all works. Got a little thing on top that's spinning around. Looks like it's run by electricity with a solar panel. When I came up here last year, I kind of went over here to the left and went out to that ridge. Down here was still pretty snowy, and so I kind of avoided that. But we're going to go down and then work our way across this face and up to Frary Peak. So we're going to lose some altitude. We're at 1909 right now, and we're going to be careful so we don't slip. All right, here we are on this back edge, back side here. Sun's not shining, love it. So it's nice and cool for June 1st. The normal June 1st, it might be pretty warm up here, so I'm thankful for a cloud cover day. And you can kind of see the trail way over there, so we're just gonna keep going across this mountain to make the peak. All right, this backside is a little dicey, you know, it's straight down. So I'm gonna have to be careful, but we're plugging along. Great view of the Great Salt Lake. All right, we're coming around here. We still gotta climb to the top, but we're coming around the south side of this peak. And I can see old Kennecott Tower smokestack over there. I can see airplanes below me instead of above me. See the other side of the island here, and this little mountain here. All right, it's quite a slug to the top. We're heading around on the south side. It's not much of a switchback, but we're heading up. All right, I think we're almost there. I thought we were there when we came around the corner, but nope. We got a little bit further to go. And we got a little bit further to go still. But I think we're almost gonna be there. There's a marker up here. So when we touch the marker, we've made it. Sweet. Hallelujah. I did it before I turned 70. U.S.C. and Company Survey, 1892. Holy cow. Wow. And yeah, it says 1892. And of course somebody's broke it, which is usually what happens. Wow. 1892. That's 132 years ago. And we got a box up here. Oh, and here's the geological deal right here. This is 1963. 1892, 1963. Antelope. U.S. Coast and Geological Survey reference mark. Wow. Now we got a box here. Maybe I can sign something. Well, I'm not sure how much video pictures I took while I was up there on that mountain, but I had another couple up there with me. A guy and his daughter, 45, and she's 20-something. They took some pictures for me, and I took some pictures as well, panorama, and some snapshot. Oh, and the sun's just going down now, and we got a little breeze again, and so we're heading down. A great deal. Yeah, I thought that guy and was his wife, and it's his daughter. And the hikes that they've been on Malins. Go figure. That's my go-to hike. At least it has been. Working our way across this backside here, you can see where this place had caught on fire at one time. The burned remains of some of these trees. Not all of them are burned, but here's one that was burned. Interesting hike along this backside. You look down there, there's burned wood, and you hear chuckers down there making noise, they say. I'll take their word for it. No bison though. We got to cross there. That's a hike back up. Need to rest for a second before I head off again. All right, going past the antenna up here. 2 antennas, 3, 4, 5 antennas up here. Not sure whose they are. We're at marker 3 to the end. And now we're heading down. Guy that was just walking up, and now he's running back down. Lupins. Love these spring flowers. Oh, looks like we got a bison down here. Now I understand why those guys cut across the trail. We have a bison. Big old bison. He looks gigantic from here. Oh, he's gonna sit down. Alright, I cut across this field from the trail because there's a big old bison that's sitting right there on really close to the trail, and I'm not going to go that close to it. And I'll work my way back over to the trail here. A little tiny detour, not too serious. I came across this field right here last time and it was covered with snow. I didn't even take the trail, as I recall. But we'll hook back up with the trail right here and say goodbye to the bison. Alright, looks like we got 2.5 miles to go according to this trail marker. So that bison was at 2.6 or 7 miles up. So if I see anybody coming up, I'll let them know that there's a bison on the left side about 2.7 miles. And there's the trail. We got a long way to go. I'm Pokey. That girl and her dad are clear down the trail there. Just gonna go over that ridge there. I am Pokey person. They really made some fast time there. Okay, we're coming down, getting some elevation off of here. Warned that couple that just went past me about the bison. And White Sands Beach is down here. I think that might be White Sands Beach. I know I camped at one of these places as Scout in 2007, which was the anniversary of Baden Powell having a Scout camp in England to test out the theory of scouting. The storm came in that day and it started blowing and it blew our tents and kept us up all night, and I think I spent some of the night in my truck or van or something. Coming around here to the north side of this deal. I think we're going to sit down here and eat some of our sandwiches. I don't want to carry it all the way up and not eat it. And we'll have a nice view of both sides of the valley. Great Salt Lake there is just beautiful looking. That white sand beach, I guess. And there's the causeway way over there that heads back to Syracuse. And then here we are, the Wasatch Peak over here. And the other side of the Great Salt Lake. Well, we just sat down and ate our sandwich. The plastic bag that I had ice was leaking, and so it was a little soggy sandwich. So I got to try a little bit harder next time not to make a soggy sandwich, but when you're hungry, you eat it. This trail just keeps on going. We're going to eventually be clear over there, I think. Oh, that's the trail to that knob. So we're not going to go on that knob. But we're going to go down here and around and down. But yeah, that's another hike to just go do that knob. All right, we're coming off that mountain. And we're going to work our way down through the rocks here. And there's certainly some rocks to work through along this backside here. There's the other group that came up and is heading down already. Some teenage boys. They didn't get very far, but they got out. Here we go back through the cave. And out we go. A little shade. Ouch, watch your head. Got some lizards. Lizards and buffalo, or bison. There's my lizard. Okay, there's the knob that you can hike over to. We'll get to the fork in the road up here a little bit, but that's another hike you can do without having to hike clear up to the top of that mountain that I just did. So that's just a nice easy little hike. And maybe we'll do that someday. All right, here we are down to a fork in the road. If you want to go left, you can go up to that knob up there. It's 0.7 miles to Dooley Knob. One way, 0.7, so a mile and a half up and back. I don't think I'm going to do it today. It's getting nice and warm. It is getting really warm without those clouds this morning, so I'll be off this mountain, and I'll be glad I'm off today because it's gonna be hot. Well, here we go. We're doing our descent. We've been way up top of that mountain there and further. Now we're making a descent to the trailhead down here, and we'll be done in 20 minutes maybe. Alright, we're doing the last half mile here. A lot of cars down the parking lot. And mine was in number 2 position. Alright, we're slowly getting down here to the trailhead. Got a good view of the Great Salt Lake. It's a pretty calm lake right now. And pretty low compared to what it's been at one time. Alright, the first car that was parked there, the guy and his son, who didn't get all the way to the top, they've come and gone. And then there's my truck, and then the gal with their dad that I was on the top of the mountain with was next to me, and nobody's taken those slots. We're to the end of our hike to Frary Peak. It took us just 5 hours and 5 minutes to complete the hike. We had a good cloud cover during the morning that kept things cool. It got a little sunny coming down, but we still got a little cloud cover, but it's definitely a warm time of year. Getting up and getting started at 6 o'clock is the only way to go upon the 1st of June. Anyway, great hike today to add to our list of hikes this summer.